So the first thing you do when you enter is to use Mighty Guard, Basic Instinct, Toad Oil, and then Gob Shield. You're going to take out the first set of enemies, and then a second set will spawn, opening up the pathway to the next floor. And you're basically going to repeat this twice. So if you are lucky enough to get by these guys without aggroing them, great. If you do get their aggro right before the boss, wait for them to group up and then cast Sleep, since it's an AoE sleep. Unlike healers, which is single targets. Whoever survives not being slept, just take them into the boss arena and then zerg them down with whatever spells that you have. And then after they're dead, make sure you missile the boss, as it is susceptible. It does miss on occasion, but when he does hit, it hurts hard. And then once you're done, get into the Sifting Sands and go down to the next floor, and you're going to go straight to the exit. Do not attack any enemies, just go straight for the exit and click on it as fast as you can, and you're going to do that for the next 2 floors until you get to the next boss. So the second boss is susceptible to missile just like the first. So basically you're going to use that a couple times to drop him down. If you're not fast enough, he will burrow underground and extending your time. So try to dot him up and then use your primal spells as he gets low enough. So basically that's pretty much going to be it for the second boss. Take the Sifting Sands for the final floor. So the final stretch, we're going to be doing the self-sacrifice method. Because they implemented the shortcut to the final boss now for everything before Dawn Trail, we can now utilize that shortcut to bypass everybody in the final floor each and every time. Plus it resets your cooldowns, so if you use your primal spells before it, you guys can have free reign to use them again for the Chimera instead of waiting for them to be off cooldown. So when you die and reset, make sure you reactivate all your spells. Basic Instinct, Mighty Guard, Gob Skin, and Toad Oil. This is going to give your enemies enough time to reset. Because if you're too quick, they will re-aggro onto you, and then you're going to have to die all over again. So make sure that you give them some time to reset themselves. And then rush back to the Chimera, and you're going to end up taking them out. So the one strategy that I didn't utilize here was not using Moon Flute. It's going to give you a massive buff to damage, and also it's going to help your dots do the best that they can. Even if the buff falls off, your dots snapshot the buff, which means that they will continue to tick as if the buff was applied. Once the Moon Flute goes off, you'll be pacified. If you swift cast Angel Snack right before it goes off, you have a regen. Otherwise, you can just run around and kite them to make sure that you don't die from his attacks. Once you're unpacified, continue using Goblin Punch and your abilities and heal when accordingly. Don't get hit by that orb, otherwise you'll be paralyzed. Okay, so that is the strategy of doing Tombstone farming with the Moogle event with your Blue Mage, solo with Cutter's Cry.